Now let's take a look at how we can build our trim that goes around it. So maybe go to here and we will make, we'll actually put the 3D cursor to somewhere here and Shift A, plane, and we now, so X is 6 centimeters and Y is 1.5 centimeters. Very good. Control A and apply the scale. And then I move this to here, scale this up a little bit. Yeah, I'm actually quite close. Wow, I'm surprised. Yeah, okay, good. So I can use this a little bit as a reference. So how can we model this quite easily? I want to show you how we can use the curve tool for this. So it's actually pretty easy to do all the linear work. Just this part, however, is, yeah, that's going to be complicated. Um, just don't do what I'm doing right now. I just want to point out the issue so you will understand the problem. So here I do these subdivisions and delete this edge. This goes back to somewhere there, and then this goes down. Okay, here E and Y a little bit up, E and Y a little bit down. Yeah, and how do I do the rest? I could do this with 2 arcs. So where's the circle? There. Let's turn the edge length off. So there's kind of like 1/3 circle. Z and Y, maybe scale this a little bit. There. Shift D, and then where would be the next one? There. Okay, so you see how I'm trying to line these things up. B, middle mouse button, and I'm deleting all this stuff. And then, oh, and Shift L and L. Okay. B, select all this. Now I can Control I. I should have just selected this stuff. X and delete. Okay, good. So, zack, zack, zack. Turn this on. G, go to there. So this works. And then this U, C, Europe, and delete. Very good. A little bit maybe lower, a little bit lower, maybe E and 1 to there. Okay, L, and put this to there. Okay. So here this actually connected well. And now how do I get this to there? So let me show you a little trick. Zip. We connect all, select all this. This is the last one. And now I will go to active element for my rotation and rotate it. You see there. If I do a scale, I rotate to it. A little bit more rotation and then zack, zack, and F. There it is. Okay, now you see, yeah, it's not impossible to do it this way, but it's also a little bit labor intensive, which is why this type of work with curves I don't really like doing with meshes. Blocking out the basic geometry, yeah, that is totally fine. So here I will just go ahead and line everything up so the dimension wise this looks more correct. G and Y, bring this down here. This should be 1 centimeter. So for my dimension right now I switch to centimeters so I can see how much is this. So this is actually 7 millimeters. And Yeah, so there it's 1 millimeter. Well, how much is this? 1.5. Very good. How much is this? I will make this also. I will make this just 1 centimeter. Okay. How much is this? 2. Let's make this cleanly 2 centimeters. Okay. And here we make this 2 centimeters. So it's kind of consistent. Okay, very good. So now how do we make this curve that goes in there? 3D cursor, I can snap to there if I want to, and then Shift A, curve Bezier, and that thing is huge. So we can go into edit mode and S and scale this one down. Select this point, G, snap to there, select this point, G, snap this to there. Yeah, and then we can just have fun a little bit. Does this object? My object here looks... Oh, the scale factor is a little bit crazy. Okay, so I have to do a little bit of an adjustment. Is this really 1 centimeter? 1 centimeter? 1.5? How much is this? 6 centimeters? Yeah, okay, I guess this is then... It is correct. Good. So here I can de-stress this a little bit and just create kind of like a nice flow. And I will do the following now, because this object got scaled up. I will select this and this, Control P, parent this spline to this object here, and then click, drag, and reset this to 1. That is the original scale. Select this, Alt P, clear parent, keep transformation. And here now I say, hey, you apply scale, all good. Very good. Now I can actually play with a little bit of making variations. Shift D, Y, bring this one down. Maybe this is just too high here, so I will make this down to half a centimeter on the right side. There we are. And then go to here, select this point, G and Y, snap. Yeah, this starts to look, for example, this looks nicer. Maybe this is a tick too low. So maybe make this 7, so 8. You see, I'm just moving this by a millimeter, and it proportionally it can have a huge impact already. How much is this actually? U and U, 0.6. Here and here, 1 centimeter. Well, what about we make this 7? We make this 7. This is 7. You see how I'm evening elements out. G and snap. Oh, that doesn't do it. That's not a big deal. Go into edit mode, select this one, and then we just G and and control snap it. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is too tiny. Okay, so undo, undo, undo. We will just keep it where it was. Okay. So this is a curve and this is a mesh. How do we get this together? And it's actually really easy. Shift D, we make this copy. Here, when we have this curve selected and we go to curve, it tells us the amount of vertices. 5, you see this is kind of choppy. 64, yay, super nice and smooth, but way too much. 15, yeah, that's kind of okay. Good. Object, convert, curve to mesh. Go into edit mode. There you see. The nice thing is actually the vertices are placed so you get a perfect curve. And then select this mesh object, select this mesh object, Control J or object join. Here we have some loose vertices and we simply merge them. by snapping them together, and we have the auto merge turned on. This point, Shift S, cursor to selected, in an object mode, right click origin, and then we can call this our trim profile final. Maybe here we make a collection, and B, select all those. This goes into this collection. We call this trim. Very good. Maybe all those here I hide, so they're gone. And Shift D, bring this over so I have a copy, and then I can hide this. Inside trim, I make another collection. Simply call this template and put all the stuff in there so I know what's actually just a template and what's my final trim. So, so this I would like to put onto my along my door frame. So this will actually go along this opening and sit on, well, it's based on how we do this. If this is hardwood floor, it sits on the hardwood floor. If it's carpet, it actually sits on the subfloor. We have hardwood floor, so we put this on top of the object. So I want to snap this to the edge of my actual floor. So the subfloor I turn off just to make this easier to see. Yeah, so the snapping was not good. Now it's better. View selected. There we are. Very good. Okay, go to edit mode, A and F. Then I can press Q and turn this edge display off, or I go here, turn the overview off, and then E and Z, or in my case it's already along Z, and I get this. Okay, very nice. Close. I put this to the wrong corner. You see that's a thick side, that's a thin side. Not a big deal. We bring this to there and there. Okay. Edit mode again. So how do we make this now go over to there? We could say RY 45 degrees, and then you see, oh, this actually tapers. That's not good. So rotation doesn't work. We have to use the shear command. So shear, and the nice thing about shear, the value of 1 is 45 degrees. So I can bring this up, bring this down, so it's the lower point snaps to there. Then E and X, bring this over. Shear. Now 1 is again non-perpendicular, vertical, and 2, that is then 45 the other direction. Bring this over, bring this back and snap, and then E and Z, or along Z, SZ0 to straighten it. That's fine actually, because we only straighten it along one axis, and there we are. Now we actually have our the trim around the door. So how do we do the other two doors? There's actually not that much more work. We have half of the work done. So this object, we make a copy, RZ90 negative to rotate it. Bring this over. Yeah, so how do we snap this correctly? So this is correct, and we have an issue of that it doesn't snap the way how we want. Not a big deal. We will do this. We're going to edit mode. We have the trim on the wall. That is the most important thing. And then we can go to edge select, Z, and go wireframe, AA, B, select only this, and just move all that stuff over and snap it back. We can actually also now go and snap to edges. AA, select this, move everything back, and then I snap to the edge of this opening. So easy. Super easy actually in Blender. This is a task in SketchUp that is really painfully complex. Now, how do we do the same here? Now we can make a copy, but then we run into the same issue. So let's delete this copy first. We will do the following. We will go into edit mode. We will select one point that is positioned correctly. Shift S, cursor to selected in an object mode. Origin to 3D cursor. Okay. Then Alt D, we can make a copy. Now this point I want to move to there. Cursor to select. 3D cursor as a tool. Vertex for snapping. Move it, hold Control, and then we snap to there. There it is. Shift S, selection to cursor. Done. Perfectly positioned. Yeah. How do we do the window? That's also easy. Here, Shift D, make a copy. R180. Then G and Y, snap it to there. G and X, bring it to there. I will go to the top view, Alt B, draw myself a cut section view. So now I can rotate and my view isn't blocked by the other stuff. Very good, but I should do this with seeing the whole window. There. Then back to edge snapping. With this object selected, go into edit mode. We select edges, AA. In wireframe, select all this, move this up, move this down, there. In wireframe AA, B, zack, zack, AA, zack, zack, AA. Select the bottom stuff. This goes up. Yeah, how do we do this? No, okay. We there select only this, shear. So this is this way, so -1, AA. That means then here, this is 1. B, select only the bottom parts, and then we can go edge and bridge loop. What I want to make sure is that there are no faces inside. So I go to face select, and I do not see any faces in there. So there's none of these black dots there. So this is good. AA, B, select all this, go to there, move this down, move this up, snap. In object mode, Alt B, Control S to save. And we did all our trim stuff. Pretty cool. Easy peasy. And that's it for this video.